Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Wouldn't you know, as soon as I started talking, that rooster started cockadoodling. Actually, as soon as I started playing the intro, he started. That's all right. I'm gonna have to eventually, when it gets colder weather, move my desk again. Let me get this. I retracted the message. I meant to unpin it. I'm trying to get to the live chat. Melanie, Sapphire, Mandy. Good morning, Wayne. Good to see you. Good morning, Hibiscus, Jack's mom. Hey guys, heading home. I'll be right back. We'll be safe. Hey Mandy, I see you slid into Discord. I'm glad you did that because that reminded me to share the Discord link in a community post. I've not done that in a while. I need to do that. Discord is a good way to talk to other people that's in my chat or to get a hold of me in a private message. Hold on, I'll get the link for everybody. And then we're going to talk about the Summer Wells case because her dad put out a statement. I'm going to read the statement. He is saying that the social media negativity has hurt the search for his daughter Summer. Hold on a minute. We'll get to all that. Living room. Okay, invite people. I don't know how long this link's good for. Hey, it's a crying shame. Good morning. Hey, girl, you should see my cucumbers well, especially my cucumber. My zucchini's growing good, but my cucumbers are growing real good. So there's the link to Discord if anybody wants to join. I saw the coolest thing this morning, but I'm going to save it till the end of our true crime stream because it's about goats. They released 24 goats into a New York City park. It's called the Running of the Goats. And the reason that they have done this is they want the goats to eat this invasive plant species, something like that, that's taken over the park. But we will get to that in a minute. We want to read about Don. I started to say Don Lewis. Don Wells. Yeah, I still can't get over Joe Exotic stuff. I mean, him having a Bachelor Tiger King contest, them thinking he's really going to be released from jail. I mean, they may reduce his sentence, but mark my words, he's still going to get about 15 years. Wait and see. I mean, they got him on tape. I don't think he was going to go through with it. But I just think it's ridiculous how they have this contest. I mean, he's in freaking prison. Okay, hold on a minute. Because I don't want this video to play. I'm not playing any daggone videos this morning. I'm just going to read, guys. Who would have thought? Goats to the rescue? I know, but you know what I'm thinking? What? Okay, I did read. We'll read about it here after our true crime stream. They said, I guess after the goats eat down this invasive.
Good afternoon, and thanks so much for choosing News Channel 11.
Hold on. We don't want to listen to that because it's about the coronavirus. After the goats eat the plants, they're just going to leave like 3 of them behind. But what's going to happen to the other ones? I don't know. Okay. So let's read. Father of Summer Wells released a statement regarding social media negativity and its search. This is by WJHL News Channel 11. Okay. To date, 5-year-old Summer Wells has been missing for a month. Her father, Donald Wells, shared a statement with News Channel 11 highlighting what he calls negativity circulating on social media. In the statement, Donald Wells highlighted how his family has been impacted by accusations on social media. He also addressed the fact that he believes that social media, its negativity, impacted the search for Summer. Oh, yeah. Summer Wells' pastor has been receiving backlash too. We're going to read about that on social media. Okay. This is from WJHL. The negativity on social media that attacks on my family, and the misinformation being circulated is not helping to find Summer. People on social media are only adding to the pain the family is going through. It's affecting my other children who are already hurting. Now it's escalating to threats and potentially putting my other children in danger. All of it is adding to the workload for detectives and distracting them from the real goal of finding Summer. Okay. On Tuesday, July 13th, Shelley Smitherman, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation Assistant Special Agent in charge, said the search was frustrating due to lack of leads and tips. The TBI has received more than 900 tips in the search for Summer. Summer was first reported missing on June 15th. So yesterday made a month she'd been gone. And a statewide Amber Alert was issued the next day. Of course, she's 5 years old. She's female. She's white, blonde hair, blue eyes, 3 feet tall, 40 pounds. Missing from Rogersville, Tennessee since June 15, 2021. Anyone with information regarding Summer Wells's whereabouts is urged to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. Now, let's go back up to his statement. Okay, read the full statement below. Okay, I think I just read that. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. People are going to speculate. This case is all over the media. Hell, I've speculated some. I've tried not to come right out and accuse them, but I'm not going to lie, and y'all know it. I have said on here, I am very suspicious of the mother. I mean, I really am. I can't help it. They're up on a friggin' mountain. Probably takes at least 3 minutes to get there from the main road, at least 2. And she just freaking disappears into thin air, and everybody's freaking home except for the dad. There's her grandmother home in a camper. There's her 2 brothers home, and there's her mom outside. Where the hell did she go? Hey, Tina, Vicky, Cindy. Like, I do not agree with people contacting them on social media, threatening them and their family. Because for number one, that's not right. That's not the way you're supposed to do things. And number two, yeah, we're all suspicious of the mom, but we don't really have any evidence to say that she did anything yet. Just that her story seems like it's bullcrap. You know, I'm suspicious of them all too. I don't think people should be threatening those other 2 kids, or Dawn, or Candace, or the grandmother, or anybody else involved. Also, exactly, Tina. So, I mean, people are going to speculate. Also, he needs to understand this second person now missing from the mother's family, and yes, to the public. Yeah, exactly. I did message them. I wasn't mean or anything. I just told them I'm praying for Summer and young boys. Well, that's no big deal. I mean, a message like that is fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. I actually tried to message Candace on TikTok, but she has to follow you. That was like a couple weeks ago, I believe, before you can send a message. I'm just going to get an interview. I figured, me being a country person, them being a country person, we could have done a good, respectful interview. Right? I'm not that great at things like that, but I figured y'all would be helping me in the chat, but I couldn't get a hold of her. So it's no big deal. I do have a major problem with people getting a hold of these families, threatening them and stuff. That's bullcrap. Look what was done to the Ruseks. And you know what? We got to remember this, guys. What if it turns out that nobody in that family is involved? What if she did go out that dog trail? I mean, anything is possible at this point. I left her comment on TikTok. I try to be supportive, but when I'm discussing here, I kind of well, that's the way I do too. A Toyota pickup has been identified. Oh, really? Oh, do you have an article to that? Let me see what else was going on with this pastor. Even the pastor, y'all, is catching crap. Let me find my stuff here. It's easier for me to search on my phone because I got Google on my phone. This stupid laptop's got that Bing. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me find it. I don't know if I saved that one. I don't think they're going to find her, guys. I said the same thing about Jamie Closso. I was totally wrong about that case. Okay, let me read this article. I'm not going to pull it up on screen. It's by JHL. Title is Summer Wells Pastor, Social Media Backlash Faced by Congregants is Evil. Summer Wells has been missing for a month. Her pastor at the Seventh-day Adventist, is that how you say that? Adventist Church in Kingsport told News Channel 11 his congregation, that's how I'm going to say it, had faced backlash on social media ever since. Pastor David Ryder said that several members of his church have faced false accusations on social media for the last month, and he asked for it to stop. This is bullcrap. Why come after a congregation, Christian people, that's done nothing but try to find this girl and pray for her? It's just ludicrous. They're ludicrous, and they're awful. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say they're evil, Pastor Ryder said. A month into the search for Summer Wells, authorities say they still don't know where the missing 5-year-old is. According to Pastor Ryder, it created a vacuum of information, so folks turned to the internet making accusations and assumptions he said are uncalled for. The false accusations aren't helping anyone, the pastor said. Taking videos of our church services and looking for Summer Wells and trying to maybe put together some type of theory or conspiracy or some type of thought not based on any evidence, it's false, and it just hurts people and discourages people. But you know what? I don't do that. I don't take bits and pieces of videos and put together and try to prove no theory. I just like sit here and discuss possible theories with y'all. Ryder said his congregation is struggling to cope with the disappearance of the 5-year-old church member. It's heartbreaking for the Sabbath school teachers, the ladies in the church connected with this free spirit 5-year-old Summer Wells. It's heartbreaking for them, Ryder said. They struggled with losing sleep at night. You can say even depression, just almost being sick over what's happened. Yeah, because when you go to church on a regular basis, you're like a family. Everybody loves you. You love everybody. According to Summer's Sabbath school teacher, Robin Lane, she's been at the center of social media accusations since her student's disappearance. I've been getting the majority. Me and several other members have been getting the majority of attacks because we're going on camera and answering questions about it. And people just say, they pick through everything you say, the way you say it, even if your voice sounds a little shaky, if they're just getting on camera sometimes. It's normal for us to be a little nervous sometimes when we're being asked questions. I have to totally agree with that. And like I said, us country folks, we talk in the past tense a lot. Pay attention to the way I speak sometimes. So you can't read too much into that because we don't talk correctly. I'm bad when I'm talking about my own Sundays, past tense. I don't mean to. It's just the way that we talk. Okay. People are messaging those things. Let's see, hold on, I missed something. Lane said people on social media do not necessarily realize that they are typing harmful things to strangers. People who are messaging those things, they need to remember that this is a real person that they're talking to. It may just look like a little profile picture that you may not even be the person's face, but there is a face behind that, and there's feelings behind that, and they need to be careful what they say, she said. The congregants told News Channel 11 they will continue to support the Wells family. As law enforcement has not identified a suspect, Lane urged the public to give everyone the benefit of a doubt, adding that everyone is innocent until proven guilty. There's a little clip of her. I do want to watch that. Let me put this in my Discord. I mean, that's really weird. 2 people in that family has disappeared. Kansas' sister, now her daughter. What, are they freaking cursed? What's going on? Was Candace anywhere? around her sister when she went missing? Like, I have lots of questions. I do wish people would stop jumping on the church and sending them mean messages. I mean, that's not going to accomplish anything. You're just going to get blocked. Shouldn't be coming after the church members. I know a lot of people think it's a possibility that this lady come and got somewhere to rescue her. I don't think that happened. Let me see. That was just on my, I may have to play it from my phone. Let me just play it from my phone. I think I can, unless I found it on Twitter. Okay, yeah, I found it on Twitter. Hold on a minute. It's a little clip of Robin Lane. Okay.
They pick through everything you say. And
Let me go back.
Me and several other members have been getting the majority of the attacks because we are going on camera and answering questions about it. And people just, they pick through everything you say and the way you say it. And even if your voice sounds a little shaky, it's nervous getting on camera sometimes. It's normal for us to be a little nervous sometimes when we're being asked questions. But people are just, they just attack every single little thing that you say and do. And I just feel like it's not fair. It's not fair because we're just trying to show the community support for the family and show people how much little Summer is just such a loving child. And to be attacked like that, it's hurtful. It's really hurtful. And I just feel like we should treat people the way we want to be treated. I feel like until you're proven guilty, you should be treated as innocent. We can have all the suspicions we want. I've had suspicions myself, but you know what? You're not going to regret showing love to someone. If we can just show people love, we're not going to regret that. But if we are saying bad things about people and then we find out later that they were innocent, we're going to regret that.
Well, I've actually been guilty of that before, being suspicious of someone and thinking they did something and they turned out to be totally innocent. I mean, we're all human. Aria, good morning. How are you doing, sweetie? It's good to see you. I take all with a grain of salt. The day these people have all the answers is the day they are God, and they will never be. That will not happen, so they need to just can it. Hey, that lady from church, what's her name? Robin Lane? She seems like a nice lady. I wish people wouldn't come after her on social media. I can bet you my life she's not involved. I could bet you my last breath of air she's not involved. Somebody knows what happened to that kid. I believe somebody in the family knows. That's just my opinion. I cannot prove it. I'm going to continue to pray for all of them, though. Because, it always goes through my mind. There is a chance that they are totally innocent. It keeps going through my mind, guys. I know he said that they tracked her out that dog trail to the main road. But what if she went to play hide and seek and got stuck in something? I would think the dogs would have been able to sniff her out, though, wouldn't they? I don't know. I've tried to think of everything possible in my head. What could have happened to that sweet little girl? I don't know. CC, hello, good to see you too. Maybe you should have a file people can go to with different numbers and sites like to report tips or helplessness. You don't have to post separate ones all the time. Oh, yeah, good idea. I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. That's a good idea. Good idea. Let me see if there's anything else, guys, and we're going to see what else is happening in the true crime this morning. Let me see if there's anything else. I did see something about Candace being advised not to talk to the media anymore. Hold on. Let me find it. And this came from Dawn, I think. I glanced at it this morning. I don't remember where I seen it, but Dawn said that she was advised not to speak to the media anymore. You know, I really think, I mean, this is just my opinion. I think it looked bad on her when she waited so long to talk to the media. I mean, your kid's missing. Most people would be desperate. You know, there's like a lot of kids that go missing in the United States, and their parents would love to get this kind of media coverage. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I do think that's weird. Okay, let's look at the true crime. Let's continue to pray. I see something about Ghislaine Maxwell here. Let's see what this is. Let me just screen share. We're going to look at true crime. We got to catch up. Let's go back up. Let's start off with this one. Angela Michelle Roberts, missing for nearly 3 weeks after getting into a rideshare. Oh my gosh, guys, I just got me a Lyft app and pass so that I can, you know, if I'm here by myself and I need to ride somewhere and I need to ride back, I can get it. I have money on my account, apps downloaded. But I noticed there's only 3 drivers in this area. This makes me a little leery of doing it. Angela Michelle Roberts, missing for nearly 3 weeks. Okay, this is in Alabama. Police in Alabama are searching for a woman who was last seen getting into a hired car last month. According to WIAT, 26-year-old Angela Michelle Roberts of Hoover was last seen getting into a rideshare taxi on June 25th or 26th. Her last known location was Old Tyler Road, also in Hoover, and it is not known where she was headed. Police have not released any further details about the circumstances of Roberts' disappearance. It is not yet known who reported her missing. Roberts is described as a Caucasian female with blonde hair, green eyes. She is 5'2". Oh, she's short. Weighs 109 pounds. She's a little thing. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Hoover Police Department at 205-739-7274. Okay, so here's the thing with my Lyft app. There is a map on there, and any address, you have to type in an address of where you're going. So did she actually get out of this rideshare or what? We'll follow this, see what happens. I'm hoping and praying they find her safe and sound. Maybe she's just hanging out with a friend, and I've done that before back in the day and not answer my phone and stuff, which is not a good thing to do. I don't do that anymore, but, you know, years ago. Hopefully they find her safe and sound. God, it makes me really, really weary of doing that Lyft now. I was actually going to use it this evening. I don't know if I will or not. Let's see what else. Let's see what this is trending. I saw this yesterday. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. I exited out. We need to look at and see what's going on with the Murdaugh murders, too. Let me go back and find this. God almighty, that girl down there at the office, she's outside on her phone. She talks loud as hell. I've never heard anybody talk that loud. Except me sometimes. Okay, dad allegedly speeds up treadmill. Making son falls several times after calling him fat. Boy mysteriously dies 13 days later. Corey was hiding in closets and crying, kicking and screaming that he did not want to go. They told me he had to go anyways. A New Jersey man is facing child neglect charges after his son died following injuries sustained while reportedly with his father. Christopher Greger, 29, has been charged with child endangerment following the death of his son Corey, who passed away in April. Gregor subsequently obtained an attorney and turned himself in on July 9th. According to the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office in New Jersey, Gregor is not currently facing charges concerning the child's death, but previous incidents have the prosecution looking at the case closely, NewJersey.com reports. Court documents indicate that an investigator looking into the case reported that on March 20th, Gregor and Corey were at a clubhouse gym at Gregor's apartment complex. Security footage allegedly showed Gregor increase the speed on a treadmill that his son was jogging on. Corey fell off of the treadmill, but Gregor took him to get back on and continued to increase the speed, according to court documents. The boy fell several times, and at one point, Gregor appeared to bite his son on the head while putting the child back on the treadmill, court documents state. Jersey Shore Online reports that Corey's mother, Brianna, oh my gosh, let me see if I can say this, Micasilo or something like that, said there were numerous warning signs of abuse. She claimed the Department of Protection and Permanency, Child Social Services, didn't do enough to help her despite her making child abuse reports. Let me tell you something. They need to change the laws in every state. I couldn't tell you how many cases that we have read about where the mother or the father has reported child abuse. Nothing was done, and they still made the kid go on visitation with the parent, and the kid ends up dead. Case after case we read about. I believe if there's a report of abuse, the kid, this is my opinion, kids shouldn't be allowed to be with that parent until the abuse is either, disproven. The first time he visited his father, he came home with a busted lip, Brianna said. I went to the police station. They called DCPP, New Jersey Child Protective Services. Chris said he accidentally kicked him in the face when he was going to kick a soccer ball. The DCPP closed the case. In October 2019, Corey came home from his father's place with burns up and down his body. Corey told me his father told him he was fat, made him run on the treadmill. She said he looked like rug burns were probably from him falling on the rubber on the treadmill. Would you look at that ugly son of a bitch? I'd like to put him on a treadmill and turn it up to about 50 miles per hour or 100. And every time he fell, drag him back over and put him on it by the hair of his head. Okay, the mom told Jersey Shore Online she contacted DCPP directly, but they closed the case after Gregor said the boy fell off a treadmill. He would tell us that his dad hit him or he was trying to get away from his dad. There was just so much in a little bit of time. I would tell the caseworker from DCPP that he didn't want to go with his father. Corey was hiding in closets and crying, kicking and screaming he didn't want to go. They told me he had to go anyways. She told Crime Online that the trampoline incident is not what ultimately killed her son. It says trampoline. I think they made treadmill. She said an unknown incident that happened around 13 days before his death may have contributed to Corey's death, but investigators are still trying to determine what happened. Let me see if I can say this guy's name. Attorney Mark Galusi, who represents Gregor, reportedly said that his client has denied the charges and accusations against him. Oh, yeah, the boy did it to himself, you freaking weirdo. Mr. Gregor has been aware of this investigation for several months. My office has and continues to do an independent investigation, which includes the retention of a forensic expert. Galucci, whatever the hell you say his name says. These lawyers kill me that represent these weirdos. An autopsy indicated Corey passed away from contusions to the heart. That's what the mom said. She added that Corey was healthy, had no heart conditions prior to his death. Physicians requested for the mom and dad to meet with a child abuse expert earlier this year after she again noticed numerous bruises on the boy's body. Gregor never showed up to the appointment, according to the mom, Brianna. Instead, Gregor reportedly took his son to Southern Ocean County Medical Center, where the boy died that night. Gregor allegedly refused to tell the mom which hospital he took the child to. She found out about his death when an officer came to her home and informed her. They came to notify me that Corey died. I was in shock, she said. Detectives are still investigating the case. No one has been charged with the boy's death. How did he get contusions on his heart? Now, that's what the mom said, that he died from contusions on his heart. Right here it says trampoline incident. I believe they mean treadmill because they lived at an apartment complex. I seriously doubt there's a trampoline there. There's nothing else mentioned about a trampoline above. Prayers for the mom. I hope that son of a bitch, I hope they charge him with murder. I think that should be first degree murder. If you're going to beat and abuse a child and they die, I mean, hitting and abusing a kid, you could hurt them real bad, kill them. So that should be first degree murder. Hey, TC, just like the Michael Long case, yeah. Hey, checking convictions. Sorry, guys, I've been reading, not looking at the chat. Hey, prayers for that mom. They need to do something about this crap. I mean, when abuse is reported, what do they do? Just take the word of the dad, oh, he fell off the treadmill. And that's all the investigation they did? These treadmill incidents must have happened on a regular basis. I'm blaming her for seeing them. I'm sorry. Well, she says the court made her. H. Doc, broken rib possibly punctured his heart. Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. Preach it, CC. I 100% agree. See, here's the thing, though. I can see what Sapphire's saying. I totally get what she's saying. But here's the thing. It was court ordered. If she hadn't have let him go, they would have cuffed and stuffed her, and that kid would have been sent to live with him permanently. It was just a screwed up situation either way. Hey, Real Deal. Welcome. I don't know, guys. They need to change the laws when abuse is reported like that. When these people are going through custody disputes, I believe a lot of times when parents report stuff, that these caseworkers are like, oh, they're just making that up because they're mad at their ex, trying to get back at them. Look at, even in the AJ Friend case, there was no custody dispute, but there was numerous reports to CPS, and they did nothing. They did nothing until the kid was found buried in a cornfield. And that's just the truth. Prayers for that family. I hate reading these kids' cases. Let me see what else I can find, guys. Okay, hold on. Oh, here's a teen girl who has been killed by a pack of dogs. What is up with all these dog attacks? How many have we read about this summer? 6 or 7? God, I can't imagine being tore apart by a pack of dogs, especially big dogs. Uh-oh, I'm all froze up, guys. Let me share this cute little girl. Well, she ain't little. She's I guess what you call barely a teen, preteen. I guess. Let's see how old she is. 13. Year younger than my son. Teen girl found torn to shreds on trail was fatally mauled by a pack of dogs. I wonder if they were wild. A pack of dogs killed a 13-year-old who was found deceased on an Arizona trail in May, according to an autopsy. Lisa Rose Upshaw had extensive injuries to her neck, head, legs, which were consistent with canine bites. The teen's death was deemed accidental. Upshaw was reportedly on a walk near her home when she was killed. The teen was found curled in a fetal position, and her torn flesh was scattered all around her body, according to the Navajo Times. Jesus. The autopsy report stated that her clothes were torn. She was covered in dirt. Relatives told the news outlet that they approached about 20 mean dogs near a family member's home while they were looking for Upshaw. The dogs attempted to bite the teen's mother and aunt as they walked down a hill near the home. Upshaw died in Fort Defiance in Navajo Nation. Michael Henderson, the tribe's criminal investigations director, told AP that criminal charges are pending as they obtain more evidence and gather specimens from the neighbors' dogs. So this wasn't a pack of wild dogs, just somebody's dog, a pack of mean dogs. Upshaw's mother previously told the Navajo Times that a family hid the dogs apparently involved in her daughter's death before animal control arrived. She claimed authorities eventually found 12 dogs in a locked building on a property, but she said she believes the family hid additional dogs at another location. The FBI is reportedly involved in the ongoing investigation. AP explained that tribal authorities often seek to file federal charges as the maximum jail time they can sentence an offender to is 1 year, regardless of the crime. Federal authorities declined to tell the news outlet whether federal prosecutors are involved in Upshaw's case. This must happen on the reservation, didn't it? Navajo reservation. My granny's been to Navajo reservation. She's got all kinds of pictures and stuff. It's really cool. I'd love to go. Love to go. Gosh, prayers for her family. I know that happened a couple months ago, but can you imagine that? And when I was reading that, y'all know what was going through my mind? Let me look at my chat. Suzanne Morphew. Suzanne Morphew was going through my mind when I was reading about those dogs tearing that girl to shreds in her skin and stuff, tore out in her clothes. Because Barry Morphew has, tried to tell everybody that some animal drug her off. If a big cat, a mountain lion, drug her off, you would have found evidence of it. Cece, I need you please call me. Okay, Leroy, I will. I got a new number, hun. I lost my phone and I'm not being on Facebook. I will. Sorry, fingers are just waking up in hell still. Never won a spelling bee. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I know how it is. I misspell stuff all the time. It's no big deal. We can read between the lines. Okay, guys, let's see what else is going on. Hold on one second. We'll look at something else, and then I want to read y'all about those goats before I get off here. I gotta go get Timothy's stuff ready. He's going to my mom's. Hold on. Let's scroll and see. Grandmother kept toddler's mother from police after 3-year-old dies. Maddox Williams. Let's see what this says. Oh, another little blonde-headed, blue-eyed little boy. I love it. I love it. Reminds me of my son when I see these little kids with blonde hair and blue eyes. Timothy's hair was white as cotton when he was little. Now he's still got pretty blonde hair. It's like a dark blonde, dirty blonde. Let me get this stuff down here. My laptop's not been acting right. Grandmother kept toddler's mother from police after 3-year-old dies. Affidavit. Some of 3-year-old Maddox Williams' injuries were hidden by temporary tattoos. Oh, I remember we read about this. The mother of a Maine woman charged last month with murder in the death of her toddler son has been charged with concealing her daughter's whereabouts from authorities. Sherry Johnson, 59, and Jessica, let me see if I can say this, Trefethan, took an unresponsive Maddox Williams, 3, to the Waldo County General Hospital on June 20th. When Jessica told hospital officials that her son had been knocked down by a dog leash, then kicked by his 8-year-old sister. Emergency staff could not find a pulse and were unable to resuscitate the boy, and he was pronounced dead. Johnson reportedly misinformed Maine State Police about Jessica's whereabouts twice, First, on the day Maddox died, when she told them she had dropped her daughter off at a boat launch because she wanted to be alone, the Waldo Village Soup reported. When police told her video surveillance from the boat launch did not show Johnson there, she admitted driving to Bucksport, where Jessica, driving to Bucksport with Jessica and returning later in the day. The second time was 3 days later after an autopsy revealed grandmother smothered. What? This is not wrote right. It's all run together. Revealed that Maddox died from blunt force trauma that was not accidental. That day, she told detectives who called looking for Jessica that she didn't know where she was, but admitted her daughter was inside when detectives came to her home. An autopsy revealed Maddox had bruises on his legs, abdomen, and head, partially healed abrasions on his face that had been covered by temporary tattoos, deep tissue bruising on the buttocks, internal bleeding in the abdomen, indicating a ruptured bowel, a bleeding brain injury, a fractured spine. Good Lord. Police said the autopsy also revealed abrasions on the inside of his lips and 3 missing teeth. X-rays showed that Maddox's adult teeth were not yet in position to push his baby teeth out. No, these weirdos knocked his teeth out, beat him to death. Trefethan waved away the injury, saying her son bruised very easily and her kids play wild and crazy, but the medical examiner said the boy's injuries were too serious to have been caused by playing or falling down. Trefethan was charged with depraved indifference murder and ordered held on a $150,000 bond. Johnson was given a $2,000 cash bond or $20,000 in real estate in order not to have contact with a number of people, including Trefethan. She was also ordered to have no contact with children under the age of 14 or anyone on a list of people that included Maddox's father, Andrew Williams, Jason Trefethan, and the father of Jessica Trefethan's and other 3 children. Gosh, this is hard to read. Johnson's bail was set at $2,000 cash or $20,000 worth of real estate with condition she not have contact with several people, including her daughter. Class B crimes carry punishments up to 10 years in prison and or a fine up to $10,000. Hey, they both need to be in prison for the rest of their lives for what happened to this little boy. I mean, they literally beat him to death. They literally beat his teeth out. Just imagine, bless his little heart, what he went through. God love him. Prayers for anybody that loved him and was not involved in this. Jesus mercy, they deserve the death penalty. I can remember reading this to y'all a couple weeks ago. Hey, Mandy, thanks for the super chat, sweetie. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, my. How much do you really need to beat on a child? Them sickos. I know it. I saw somebody else. G something. Oh, my chat's flying by. Gigi. Jordan, welcome. I know, it's awful. I remember when the article first came out because the title of it was something like Toddler Dies, Mom Tries to Cover Bruises with Temporary Tattoos. I don't know if I had it in my thumbnail or if we was just like scrolling through true crime that day. I'm going to get back to making my thumbnails with our topics in it in the mornings. I can't find that app to add to my new phone that I used to use. Hold on a minute. Look, dude, don't message me your bull crap. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. There is a lie after lie don't match up with each other, twist their stories. I know it. This world has gone crazy. All the children that are suffering. I know. And this is what I always think. And I got to quit thinking like this. I've been trying not to. It's hard. My mind goes places it shouldn't go sometimes, guys. But I just think somewhere in the world right now, there's kids that's being beat on, sexually abused, maybe been locked in a basement or an attic for years. Somewhere in the world right now, as we sit here talking, there's a child suffering. Many children suffering. These cases really get to me, and I've been trying to control my brain a little bit more. When I read these, it's like I could see it happening in my mind. I try to I try not to. I can just feel the panic. I think I'm an empath or something. No, I was abused as a child. I know what it feels like to have an adult being mean to you. How scared, terrified, you're petrified. And there's no way out. There's nothing you can do about it. You just feel so scared, hopeless, and alone. And like I say, you're completely petrified. I used to get so scared that I would just freeze in place. Son, Candace hates Rose, even now. And now Summer. Hey, Francis, let's get back to the summer. Let me tell you something. So I read somewhere, I can't remember where it was. No, I didn't read. I heard one of Candace's ex-friends say that Candace was jealous of Summer over Dawn because Summer and Dawn was really close. I do believe he loved his little girl with all of his heart. She was his pride and joy. I believe that. But I think he's suspicious of Candace's story. I don't care what he told the media. Now, he wasn't at home when she went missing. So I really don't think Dawn knows what happened to her. Really, I don't. Oh, thank you, real deal. Thank you. Thank you so much. We know what it just made me a better person, a stronger person. I won't say that it don't never bother me because it does. And sometimes when I read about sexual abuse, I have flashbacks and stuff. But hey, it's made me a better, stronger person. That's why I don't do too good of a job advocating for kids, but I try. That's why we like to advocate on here, kids and animals. Now, we're going to close the stream with the running of the goats. I want to share this with y'all. Y'all know I love goats. I got my little Annabelle back. 2021, running up the goats. We got to see what's going to happen to these goats. I mean, I don't know how big this park is, but I don't know if they needed 24 goats. That's a lot of goats. Oh, they're so cute. The second ever running of the goats kicked off with a bleat as a herd of goats was released into Riverside Park on Wednesday, July 14, 2021 in New York City. While fun to watch, the event also served a larger ecological purpose. The goats are put in Riverside Park as part of an effort to curb invasive species, specifically vines, choking out sunlight and other important resources woodland creatures in the area need to survive. So we can get that ad down. Okay. Kids pet goats during second ever. I mean, but what's going to happen to these goats afterwards? Look at all of them. How in God's name did they get all of those goats in that little bitty horse trailer? Maybe they have more than one. Let's see. Now, these look like full-size goats. Sapphire, what kind of goats are these? Nubians? Hey, those vines they're talking about, I know exactly what type of vine they're talking about. We have those here. I mean, they'll take over your house. They will grow up the trees and smother the trees out. I mean, at first glance, you may not think nothing about it, but they will eventually kill the tree. I mean, they just keep growing, and it's hard to kill them. It's hard to kill that vine. Aw. They're so cute. Ooh, I like that one. I'm more partial to black and white goats. Okay, I guess that's it. Oh, this goat's name's Chalupa, y'all. Chalupa goat eats at Riverside Park during the second ever running of the goat. So what they're going to do is they're just after the goats eat everything down, they're only going to leave 3 goats there. Yeah, I'd say that these goats probably came from some kind of little petting zoo, some kind of little farm. Late slip, Carolina girl. Carolina girl, I saw you message me, and I'm going to message you back. Well, guys, I'm going to have to get off here. I may try to see y'all in the morning for a chat. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tonight. I don't know if I want to be home tonight or not. But if I am, I'll do a porch chat. I may go out and to one of my friend's house I've not seen in a while and hang out with her and her boyfriend a little bit and cook out. I'm not sure yet. But I will more than likely see y'all in the morning. And this coming week, we're going to get back on our regular schedule. Like I said, I may start doing my streams every other morning. I'm not sure yet. The goats are so cute. I know, Gigi. Gigi, go on my community post if you can and look at my goat, Annabelle. Oh, I just put up a welcome home video for Annabelle on my Sunny's Funny Farm channel. Anyways, guys, I've loved chatting with y'all. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. Each and every one of you, silent viewers, people that comment, people that's always in the chat, my members, Patreons, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. I care about you guys. You guys have been good to me, and I've went through a hard time, still going through it, and I couldn't have got through it without y'all. And my good friends. So I just want y'all to know, y'all have a special place in my heart. I mean that. I really, really mean that. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Be safe, be kind, and peace.